How different is shit now, just in general, you reckon, for you? Like, do you see like phases, like, oh, so it was like this for a while, and then it like leveled up to this, and then it leveled up to this, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of, can you visibly see those phases? And like, what phase are you in now?
I used to think like, oh my God, imagine if, it's just like that goal shifting thing we talked about before. It's like, I used to just like, I was like, imagine if I could do a show at the Melbourne Comedy Festival. That would be the dream. Do that, all right. Now I want to do a show. Then my next goal after that was sell out this room in Sydney called the Giant Dwarf Theatre. It was like 280 seats, and I did that. I was like, okay, fuck. And I was ticking off these goals way quicker than I thought I was going, because I was like, that's another 10-year goal. But I think that's me having a lot of self-doubt, going like, it will probably take me ages to get there. I've been, and that's the thing, I feel like it all has happened so quickly. I've been doing comedy for 5 years. So like, that isn't a long time to be doing anything for and see success from it. So I'm very fortunate. I'm 23 and I feel like...
that is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you're fucking doing a lot for a 23-year-old.
Yeah, and I get to travel all around the country. It's the best job ever. And I'm aware of that. I'm not just living in it going like, oh, this, you know.
Yeah, there's no entitlement there.
I definitely like know it's cool, and I don't know, that's it. I just think it's cool. But like, I'm the type of person where I don't get too caught up in it. Like, nothing better. I'm so excited to go home and get fucking pissed with all my high school mates next week. And get roasted. Week. Yeah, and get roasted. Like, and that's the most humbling shit ever. Yeah. You go back and they all go, yeah, like, you're doing really well and stuff. Don't give a fuck. Well, to answer your question about what phase, I mean, have been through, you're right, a bunch of phases where the first phase was like, I want to achieve validation from... I want other people to be aware of my comedy, and then I ticked that off. Then the next phase was like, oh, I always wanted to do radio because I loved Hamish and Andy growing up. And then I was put in the position where we were doing podcasts already because, again, just did it myself, recording our own shit in our backyard. I did this live bird watching podcast. So this dumb in-joke on my podcast where only like 2,000 people listened to my podcast at the time, and we're trying to find this pigeon called Peter Pigeon. I did this live bird watching podcast, a free event that anyone could show up to. And I was like, there might be 10 people there to watching Lewis and I find a bird at the Yarra River. 70 people showed up.
Wow.
And that was before I'd done a show, and I was like, holy shit. And they're just like, people are bringing bird seed, getting in on this dumb in-joke. One of the stupidest things. We then sent that to the radio station. Lewis and I did that. That's one of the reasons why we got the show. But everyone's like, how the fuck do you get a radio show? That's bullshit that Luke and Lewis have a radio show. They're just big online. That's unfair. It's like, no, we went out to the Yarra River for no reason and did this dumb thing. People came to it. The radio station saw that and were like, well, fuck, that's what these drive shows are doing, and not as many people are showing up.
Yeah.
Like, that is like Hamish and Andy, obviously a lot of people come to their events that they do, but some drive shows do, like, we're down here at Flinders Street Station, come say hi. No one's coming to say hi. Yeah. But like,
Amy Shark would be there.
Of course. And she told me to tell you as well that she said hi. But so yeah, that's how we got the radio thing. Then I achieved commercial success, I guess, or what I thought I wanted. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, I'm doing my dream job. I'm doing stand-up. I love this. And I'm doing radio. My two things I've wanted to do since I was a kid. I was in the same building as Hamish and Andy. We were peers for like, that was when they were finishing up on radio. And then after that, I realized once you get in the industry, I'm like, this wasn't selling me any more tickets at shows. Yeah. And you realize the more but you got to experience those things to know what you want. If I hadn't have got radio, I probably still want to do that. But now we've quit radio. We're doing this podcast. I don't know what's next. I don't know what I want. I think you kind
of stopped caring.
A little bit.
You just know what it takes to just keep the ball rolling.
But I don't know what I want next. The new phase is now I'm trying to work out. I want to keep doing stand-up. Yeah. I don't particularly want to do another special yet.
Do you like acting?
No, people always say, I think I'm terrible at it. People say,
like, you could be one of the shit actors in Neighbours, for sure.
I don't want to do that at all, because I don't want to get given a script that someone else has written. Yeah, I would do like a comedy show. That's the thing. I don't like, even like shows like Have You Been Paying Attention? I don't really have any interest. I have more interest in doing that because it's me. I could be me on there, but I'm just doing what I'm doing. I really like, the first time in my life where I'm comfortable, and that's the thing that scares me. I'm really happy. I'm doing what I want. The money's fine. not killing it, but it's I guess maybe the goal is the next goal for us is do what you have and build our own proper studio. We're currently doing it out of a warehouse, so we're going to try and get a space. And the main goal of the past year has just been building a business. Like
making it a legitimate.
We're making a business. Like we have 2 employees now. We're probably going to get a third. And that's probably the next step. But nothing really changes from an outsider. So people probably think, oh, Luke hasn't switched up in a while. But it's like, no, I'm just working on internal shit that you don't see. But it increases the production value of all the content we're doing.
The thing that you were saying about like your next steps to build a studio.
Yeah, I think just focus on the business side of things. It sounds kind of greedy and it's never been about that. But I think the next step is to actually try and monetize what I do a little bit more. Because it was the first 5 years was always just about growing, next thing. And now it's like, I've got a little, I'm not that big, by the way. Like I'd still love to keep growing, but I'm at a phase where I'm now not desperately I'm not trying to do things for views. I'm just doing the content that I really like. I've started up these little vlogs on my YouTube channel that people seem to really like. They get a little bit less views, but I fucking love doing them way more. Yeah. It's just me and my friends having fun. Like we film ourselves getting pissed. And I just upload like me just getting pissed and like not all that, but it's just like me having fun with my friends. Yeah. And it's this new thing where it's taken me so many years to be comfortable with that, just being myself. And like if I go back and watch my old videos now and I just cringe, I'm like, oh my God, I was pretending to like be this guy. I used to talk with a deeper voice on my YouTube channel. And I was like, I don't talk like that. Did I ever talk like that? I think the only reason why I struggled with that, and by the way, I don't cringe that hard. Like I'm still proud of all the stuff I did. I don't regret anything that I've put out there and it's still funny, like the really good jokes and stuff and all these old videos. But I just like, what the thing now is like, I think I've reached a thing where I'm like, I'm actually quite comfortable just being myself and I don't really care because it's got me to a certain point. So now I am comfortable with being myself.
Trust in it,
I've got trust in that's working, so there's no reason to stop it. But I think for the bit where you're not achieving great amounts of success, it makes you think about, is this what people want? Should I be something else? Should I be another version of me? And
I think ultimately
that took years to figure out. And I think it takes a bit of success as well to be comfortable in being yourself.
Well, and I think that the only people that end up getting quote unquote success are the people that end up letting go and being themselves. Somewhere